Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming. Gotta admit it's a hot, humid day. Just not feeling up to getting into a more detailed, prolonged, or graphically intensive sort of upload today. Gonna play something kinda light, kinda fun, and it's gonna be on the quicker side. So for those of you who have endured constant videos of me droning on and on and on and on and on and on and you get the idea. It's going to be a little more brief today. We're looking at bowling for the Atari 2600. Nice simple game. Going to start it up here. You just move up and down the lane, hit the button to roll your ball, and then you could use the direction pad or the joystick if you're playing on the actual hardware to curve the ball once you get to the pins. Got a strike there in the first frame. We're going to do a couple frames because as you'll see, this moves right quick. Picked up 8 to start the second frame. Got a couple pins left here. Going to try and pick up the spare. Very worried now because as I went to start this, the power just flickered a touch. But we're okay so far. Third frame, got 28 pins in. I think I was a bit too far ahead there at first. Continuing here in the third frame, got another 2-pin spare to try and pick up. That one we successfully completed. As you can see, you get a little bit of a animation there if you succeed. I left myself with a nasty split here in the fourth. Up to 44 though, that's not too bad. When I actually go bowling, I'm beyond abysmal. My hope is to just break 100 pins on the first game. Okay, there's the solid 9er. Should be able to convert this spare. Just gonna line it up pretty dead on. You got a fair amount of forgiveness with the ball too here. Like, this is a very casual sort of game. Not the kind of thing you're gonna be obsessing over strategically, but the kind of thing you could play if you've got some parents coming over or a young kid or, just looking for something to kill a little time. Picked up another spare there. We're sitting at 70 pins heading into the 7th frame here. We already got 10 in the bank from the last spare, so let's see what we can pick up here. Got a strike. That's going to help out the old score up to 90 through 8. Even I can't screw this up going for 100, so. Another 9-pin set up here. Keep leaving that 10th pin, don't I? That one's dead on. Not even going to adjust it. So, moving to the 9th frame here, 110 pins, so my game 1 goal is already met. Game 2, I'm gonna try to just beat whatever I score here in game 1, so I should probably lay off a little and make life a little easier for myself. Do convert that spare heading into the 10th. If you're unfamiliar with bowling, you actually get the chance to roll 3 times in the 10th if you convert your first 2 rolls, either with a spare or 2 strikes, so this is where you could really make up points here at the end. There's 2 straight strikes. See if I can close it out with all 3. Nope. Left 2 pins there at the end, but you know what? That's 177. That's a heck of a round for me. Certainly better than I would typically do in real life on the first game, at the very least, most days, period. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start up game 2 here. Just going to be rolling along. Keep going here. Pick up the spare in the first. Happy about that. Now just got to stay consistent. Not do anything too crazy. That's another spare there. Nice and easy. Moving to the 3rd frame, we've already got 19 points. Ugh. Speaking of something crazy, that's just ugly. And we only pick up the lead pin there. So we're at 40 through 4. That is a problem. Time to break out a strike, and a very timely strike at that, getting us back in. Getting a little momentum back at the very least. 9 pins there in the 5th. Convert this spare. Maybe a little low, gonna cover it up here right at the end. Okay, up to 60 through 6. Got what seems to be a pretty powerful thunderstorm moving through here, so hopefully the power will keep through this. We've had a couple flickers, but my computer has mercifully stayed on the entire time. Maybe not mercifully, as I'm only sitting at 79 pins through 7 frames here. See, that's the problem with a good first game. You get to the second and there's all that pressure. Oh well, you got what you got, right? 97 here in the 7th. Let's try and convert this spare. There we go. Picked up the 2-pin spare there. 8th frame sitting at 97. Strike here would be lovely. And we get it. Kinda need to strike out to get close at this point, don't we? Well, so much for striking out at that point, huh? Oh well, let's just see the best we can get here. Well, missing that 10th pin didn't help. But 145. I guess if we triple strike here, we're only down 2 pins from the first game. There's 1. Can I get 2 more? Nope. Left that 10 pin, so I'm going to be mopping up this spare here. Okay, let's see what the final tally is. 165. So yeah, and 12 point sort of slide there. Yeah, that 1 frame just sort of gunked me up there. Let's go ahead and let's bowl 1 more, just for the heck of it, huh? Make sure we get our money's worth on this upload. 9 pins to start. Kind of like regular bowling. Strikes are nice, but I'm really hoping for 9 pins because it's really tough to miss 1. At that point, you just kind of step right towards the pin and roll the ball as straight as possible. So spare and a strike to start out, and now this nasty looking 4-pin thing that I just don't think I could hit in this game. Well, I got 3 of them, so that could have gone far worse. 48 through 4. Not upset by those numbers at all. Another 9-pin start. Very easy spare to pick up. I suppose you could gutter ball if you carved too far here. But again, this isn't set up to be an uber technical bowling game. I think this was just a fun thing. Have to remember that video game systems at the time really weren't appealing to the hardcore. They were looking for a reason to find their way into your homes. So games like this would be something that, you know, a generation that wouldn't be necessarily the most keen on video gaming could really get behind, and it gave them something that they could play maybe if they were in a bowling league or interested in bowling on their days off. 92 pins here through 7. Another 9-pin. Only 1 strike so far. Okay, picked up the spare. Now we gotta get it into high gear if we're gonna make anything of this score. Another 9-pin. Could have really used a strike there, but I'm not complaining with the 9. Because again, we're gonna pick up the spare nice and easy. Now let's see what we can do here. Time for some late game heroics, huh? Or another 9-pin. Okay, 130. Convert this spare. Do or die, 10th frame. And it looks like die as we leave that one pin remaining. Again, very consistent, and if this were an actual game of bowling, I'd be doing fairly well for myself, at least within my little group. Let's see what I could get here in the 10. Well, we finally struck at the end there. Not quite enough. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was it. 169. So, our first game was actually our best, but they were all decent and all within range of each other. A 177, a 165, and a 169. Again, just a quick video, look at bowling for the Atari 2600. Gonna call it here because I'm pretty sure once this storm hits, I'm losing power for a little bit. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, wishing you well, and we will see you around.